Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius July 29, 2022. It may be best to avoid rushing decisions and watch what you say today, particularly professionally or publicly. The tendency may be to resist others' wishes or to push an idea when people are too absorbed in their own desires to give yours due consideration. You may be provocative now with Mercury square Mars, whether it's your intention or not. Mercury is currently in your sign, and Mars is in your sector of career, authority, and rules. It would be wise to check yourself for words you may later regret. Do what you can to take short breaks so that you can center yourself if you start to feel worn down, since mental energy runs high. The stars above are throwing bombs at each other today. You will also be in the center of the ring, as if facing off with a red-eyed, furious bull. Mental Mercury, who now spins in your solar first house of identity, is launching torpedoes across the sky toward mighty Mars, the red planet of war and anger. This ensures that everyone will be feeling mentally fired up and frustrated, you most of all. Do not let your buttons get pressed. Sidestep the drama. If you don't, you could get roped into some extreme heat. How do you connect with your career path? As a sun-ruled zodiac sign, you tend to feel secure in your identity. But you may not feel self-assured when considering your professional reputation or status, as Mercury in your sign squares Mars in Taurus. There could be a slight disconnect between who you are as a non-professional person and what you are known for in your profession. It could even refer to how you view yourself versus how others view you in a professional setting. Open your mind to others' feedback to gauge a well-rounded perspective of your professional self. Today you could find some positive energy returning to you. If you have put good energy into the system, it could come back now. Maybe you have done a good deed for somebody else in the past. Maybe that person will return the favor today. Or maybe you have given out some money in a personal loan. That person could write you a big check today. So just be prepared that you will be on the receiving end. In your private life, you feel like you're walking through a minefield. One false move and there will be an explosion. This will really put you to the test. Don't let others blame you for everything. Sometimes they are at fault too. Remember to be open for other points of view when it comes to solving problems. Reconciling both is a difficult, but not impossible task. All that time you've spent doing your own thing is starting to pay off, at least a little. The adage, "Do what you love and the money will follow," may actually come true for you if you keep following your passion. If a lot of new things happen and not all appear positive at first, be prepared for subsequent surprises. Accepting disruption or changes in your love life, you approach matters in a self-assured and positive way, even if it does not follow your ideal plan. Allow for plenty of improvement and progress in your love life. Have you been subject to some conflicts lately? Are you beginning to think domestic bliss isn't so blissful? Well, the day ahead is likely to restore your faith. Lately, it's as though your energy had been caged up and pacing back and forth, unable to find a satisfactory outlet. Today, you'll see the gates swing open slightly, enabling you to forget your nervousness and begin to think of the future. The power of this day will be impossible to deny. You will likely feel more confidence than ever when it comes to your ambitions. This master vibration lends strength to your ability to think of the big picture and the effects of your actions in the long run. Allow yourself to think about where you are at and the things you are currently endeavoring to achieve. You are certain to gain more insight and foresight under this influence. Thanks to the moon's departure from your financial sector yesterday, your financial instincts and imagination are fueled as Venus, the planet of money, moves into her final 2 weeks here. This time last week the sun was still here, and it was more about having your eyes open and head in the game. A week on, it is more about listening to your heart and your imagination. Meanwhile, a new moon in an adventurous part of your chart today comes just as Jupiter's retrograde turn in a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part opens the doors to the past and second chances. While it might be a coincidence that there is a new moon in an adventurous part of your chart on the same day that Jupiter turns retrograde in your romantic sector, the two are linked. This will only deepen over the coming days, with the spirit of romance and adventure coming together just as the doors are opening to the past and second chances. Our eyes in the sky. There is big Leo energy around you with both the Sun and Mercury surrounding you with love and light, but the big planetary news today is relationship-focused, balance-seeking asteroid Juno heading retrograde in procrastinator Pisces. Any interpersonal struggles that you've tried to cover up float to the surface now, and you'll have a hard time ignoring them under this self-reflective retro motion. Some good questions to ask yourself during this retrograde cycle will be why you're in the relationships you're in, and if the partnerships in your life have an equal sense of give and take. You might not have any huge epiphanies or aha moments now, but putting yourself on the track toward figuring out which relationships work and which ones need more effort is a big step forward for you while Juno spins backward. In the morning, the Leo moon squares off with Jupiter in Aries, stimulating self-indulgence. As the moon transits Cancer, we crave safety and comfort, and we might believe that we can sate our appetite for security by feeding our cravings, Jupiter style. For this reason, be conscious of how coping mechanisms can become unhealthy. We might go overboard trying to protect or nurture those who have not requested our help. Avoid eating or drinking to excess. This transit will pass quickly, and we probably won't suffer too many ill effects. However, we should be conscious of how we perceive voids and the ways we seek to fill them. Later, the moon aligns with Venus in Leo, stoking sentimentality. We might long to be around loved ones, those with whom we are safe expressing our emotions. We can easily pour our devotional feelings into our pets, home environments, creative projects, or even our work. However, it is more likely that this aspect will manifest in a desire to socialize. Although we incline to give love at this time, be mindful that you are worthy of receiving it too, even if you haven't done anything to earn it.